Job we sold on Friday for 16,000, and it was a pergola.
Was that from the ads?
Yes, sir. It was one of yours. Really good. I haven't felt this good about it in a long time, Spencer. We used to, we'd get busy for a couple weeks, and then we'd be off for 2 or 3 weeks, and it's a killer. And right now we've consistently stayed busy. Well, most of the ones we were getting, because we weren't doing a lot of advertising, were referrals, or they see my truck, with a number on the side of it. They're initiating the call, but I wasn't getting enough of them.
Yeah.
To move to the next level.
Yeah.
And now we are. Well, and these leads are so much stronger than like cold call leads or any of that, because these people are actually taking the time to sign up and to choose a time and a date. I mean, they want you to come give them a bid.
Yeah.
When people are actually taking the time to ask you to come, those leads are so much stronger. I mean, those just strong leads. It's like one of my competitors, he's a good friend of mine, and he's like booked up for 4 months.
Yeah.
And so he's raised his prices, and people are still be like, well, we want to wait for you. So I mean, they're still, even he's charging more than everybody else, and still they're waiting 4 or 5 months for him.
That's where we're heading with you.
That's where we need to be.
Yeah.
That's where we're going. I'm real confident we're going to be there within the next 4 or 5 months. And I should have done this a long time ago. I think that'd be the biggest one. I wish I'd have done this a long time ago, but it's worked out really good. We enjoy working with you. And then we went and picked up a check on one we sold. Was it Friday?
Yeah.
Job we sold on Friday for 16,000. And it was a pergola.
Okay, right on. Was that from the ads?
Yes, sir. It was one of yours.
Okay. What are you guys at right now?
We're in Padre Island.
You said what?
We're on Padre Island.
No. Not where are you at? I meant more specifically, like on the leads. You guys, how many jobs did you guys close for?
I believe that was the third one.
Third one. So
Yeah.
you had that 60,000, 20,000. Is that what you said?
Right. 16, 20, and what was the other one? I forgot the other one already. Which one we just? But yeah, I've closed 3. We finished 1.
Okay.
We're going to start this other one on Monday, and it'll be done by Wednesday. It's just a pergola, but it's a big pergola over a whole pool.
Okay, you said it, and it's $60,000 project.
No, 16.
Oh, I thought you said 60. I was like, that's a big pergola project.
Yeah, no.
Gotcha. You guys are looking at about 50,000 or so in contract value.
Yes.
Gotcha. Gotcha.
We've ran probably 7 leads, I think, and we've sold. Wrote contracts for 3.
Okay, great. I mean, that means you're closing at like close to 50%. Slow is stable, and stable is consistent, and that's good growth.
Exactly. Exactly. Because I'm already talking to the crews. Like I told the one leader, the crew leader, I was like, you're gonna have to step up. I said, I'm gonna get busier and busier. Run leads. You're gonna have to start going and get the wood. And, give me the jobs. So I'm already trying to delegate to give myself more time for leads.
That's great.
Yeah.
On a less business side of things, it's still business side of things, but on the personal, like emotional side of it, like, how are you guys feeling about like how the business is looking right now?
Really good. I haven't felt this good about it in a long time, Spencer. We used to, we'd get busy for a couple weeks, and then we'd be off for 2 or 3 weeks, and it's a killer. And right now we've consistently stayed busy. And we have another job to start Monday. I need another one of these other ones to kick off, so I can get the other crew busy, because we finished up everything we were working on. And so, we've been up for a couple of days, but at least it's been a couple, 2 or 3 weeks. So I'm feeling really good about it. I'll tell you first, honest truth, I didn't know if you were scamming us or fuck it. I'm gonna roll the dice. He can only scam us for so much, But it's worked out really good. We enjoy working with you.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I that's funny. That's funny. But I get the sense that most people that I talk to feel the same way, because there is a lot of scam out there. So,
some of my friends were like, "Are you sure you're not talking to an AI? He's not AI generated." I was like, "He seems like a real dude."
Yeah, that's funny, man. A month into it, you're feeling better about your business than you have in a long time.
Oh yeah, Yeah, things are going good all around. So far, so good for sure.
Yeah. Is there anything is there is there anything like right now, because you know that I'm not AI,
Yeah.
um, and things are going well. I mean, what would you tell yourself before we started, now that you know what you know now from experience?
I should have done this a long time ago. I think that'd be the biggest one. I wish I'd have done this a long time
Yeah,
ago. You know, we were doing pretty good the first half. You know, we've been in business 16 years. The first 8, they were still handing out the telephone books, and we were in there.
yeah,
We had a nice ad in there, and I mean, every once in a while, we get a big
yeah,
commercial job. You know, a $200,000, $300,000 job, and we were doing really well. And then as soon as they stopped with the telephone books, man, it's just slowly. I mean, we were living on
yeah,
referrals pretty much, you know. And I knew it a few years ago. We needed to get digital, but we
yeah,
didn't really know how. And then you came along and was like, this guy obviously knows how, so let's pay him to do it.
yeah, yeah. Before giving me a shot, had you considered working with anybody else before me, like in terms of the digital space? Like,
No, we were gonna try and do it ourselves, but like I said, we were neither one of us are very digital.
yeah,
And we just didn't know. But I've actually learned a lot since I've hired you,
yeah,
um, through the Facebook page, and I mean how to get followers, and I mean we're learning every day. You know
mhm,
how to share the ads, and you
yeah,
know we're building friends like on my own personal Facebook page. I mean,
yeah,
because I went to high school, junior high school here, so
yeah,
I know a lot of people, and a lot of them are fishing guides. A lot of these people are in the boat lift boats.
mhm,
They're in that world, and
yeah,
their friends are. So
yeah,
network. We're networking a lot better than we ever have.
yeah. So you would have told yourself should have started a lot sooner. Well, what about the next like, we're in July right now. Where do you know that the business can go by the end of the year? Like, what are you hoping for now that this is looking like the way it is?
And I'm hoping to have at least 3 crews running, um, generating, probably 20 grand a week.
Yeah,
As a starting. I'd like to get. We want to get bigger than that. I
yeah,
want to baby steps. Like you said, stable.
mhm.
mm, But
Do you,
yeah,
do
that's right. Just have enough jobs stacked up to get through the winter.
mhm,
Which I believe we're going to. We're
yeah,
usually we're usually busy when the yellow pages were out. We would be busy all winter, and it would slow down in March, April,
yeah,
right around tax season. It was
mhm,
usually all early slow time.
yeah. Now that things are looking the way they are, whether that's working together, do you see yourself getting to that place by the end of the year with recruits?
Oh yeah, yeah, we're not far from it. Um, I, I've got some really nice leads out. Some of them were one of them was like 48,000, and then the others are like 20 or better.
Yeah.
So yeah,
So you're
we're
not
getting
you're not you're not getting the bottom of the barrel.
We are. We just ran one. We're getting some little ones. I mean, this guy we went to see yesterday, he had hired some wetback to build him a front porch over his existing concrete porch, but it wasn't very big. And the guy had made such a mess of it, and I could see how cheap he was trying to do it.
Yeah.
So I had Christine kind of we bid it high because
Yeah. Yeah.
I just wanted to blow him out of the water and
Yeah.
be with it. So
Yeah.
I seen what it was. So yeah, those we're not getting a bunch of them, but they're here and there.
Well, I
Most of
mean,
them
and one of the things I hear pretty frequently from from you, from other builders is the consistency of opportunity allows you to confidently overbid a job you don't want.
right, exactly. And that's the place I want to be in. And that's just we're getting there. I mean, especially with the little ones, but I mean, even some of the bigger ones. When you get so many leads going, it's like one of my competitors. He's a good friend of mine, and that's where he's at. He runs Brock stocks, and he's like booked up for 4 months,
Yeah.
and so he's raised his prices, and people are still be like, "Well, we want to wait for you." So I
Yeah.
mean, they're still even he's charging more than everybody else, and still they're waiting 4 or 5 months for him.
Yeah.
You know,
That that's where we're heading with you.
right? That's where we need to be.
Yeah.
That's where we're going. I'm real confident we're going to be there within the next 4 or 5 months.
Yeah. Well, awesome. I love hopping on these calls after a few weeks of this going, just so I can hear some of like the excitement, because 99% of the time it's that way. If it's not, it's usually just because the person's getting in front of a lot of people they don't know how to sell.
Right. No, I've got a lot of experience with that. I mean, since I was 10 years old, I was selling lawn maintenance. You're
Yeah,
still selling yourself. And then all through my construction, I worked for Renewal by Andersen. They put, man, they put me through a lot of sales training. They said they spent 30,000 training me,
yeah,
and I was there for 5 or 6 years
yeah,
selling windows in the Bay Area in San Francisco.
yeah,
Yeah, and I was there. I was selling. There was 30 salesmen, and I was always in the top five. I was selling anywhere from 100 to $200,000 worth of product of windows a
yeah,
month
yeah,
over there. So yeah, I know. And before that, I was selling cars.
yeah.
So
So you know how to sell.
yeah,
You told me that, because I think I tend to ask if we're in the conversation stage, like, you know, I'm talking to you about what I do, and you're trying to see if I'm AI or not. In that stage, I always like to ask about your ability to close, because I know for a fact, because I do this so much for deck builders, I know I can get it.
right,
I'm not God, but I'm pretty confident I'm gonna get you the door, because I do it for so many people in so many markets, and I'm fairly confident that every person I talk to, as long as you're not in the boondocks, but there's nobody there.
right.
If there's people with a pulse who want a deck, I'm gonna get you there. Um,
Well,
yeah,
and these leads are so much stronger than like cold call leads or any of that. 'Cause these people are actually taking the time to sign up and to choose a time and a date. I mean, they want you to come give them a bid.
mhm,
Sometimes when I was working for like a vinyl window company, they've got these kids out canvassing the neighborhood, paying them $50 if they get the person to agree to a lead or to a consultation. And the leads just weren't strong that way. But
yeah,
when people are actually taking the time to ask you to come, those leads are so much stronger. I mean, those just a strong lead.
yeah. Have you ever had that before me?
What?
Uh, they, like whenever you weren't getting referrals, have you ever had leads like what you're getting now?
Right. Well, most of the ones we were getting because we weren't doing a lot of advertising
Yeah,
were referrals, or they see my truck, with a number on the side of it. They're initiating the call.
yeah,
So those were, but I wasn't getting a lot of, not enough.
yeah,
So yeah, I mean, they were still strong leads, and I was probably closing more of those because they were referrals, and they seen us in the neighborhood, or they seen us doing the house down the street, something like that. Those are strong leads also.
yeah,
But I wasn't getting enough of them,
yeah,
you know, to move to the next level.
yeah,
And now we are. We could handle more, but it's getting there. And the Facebook page is building and building every day. There's new followers. I'm getting
mhm,
more and more followers to that page,
yeah.
and
Is that pretty exciting for you?
yes, I like it. And then I'm sharing it. I mean, I have like 300 local friends on my page, so we'll share it from the Lone Star page to my page, and then I'll share it, blast it out there, and then they send it to their friends. So we're getting leads that way too.
Yeah,
So
right,
yeah,
right on. Well, everything on my end is looking healthy, so when I hear that feedback, it tells me what I need to know. We don't have a problem getting leads right now. It's just how many you want per day. Our average cost per lead is about $50 right now, which is healthy. So if we spent $50 a day, we're gonna get about a lead a day. We spend $100 a day, we're gonna get about two a day. So that's kind of how we
okay,
look at it. Yeah,
okay, yeah, we'll definitely be pulling the trigger on that here shortly.
yeah.
Probably in 3 or 4 weeks.
Sounds good. Sounds good. Well, that's all I wanted to hit on today, was just a touch base. And is there anything else you guys want to talk about before we hop?
I think that's it. We covered everything, man. We sure appreciate it, Spencer. This
You're
is
welcome,
working
guys.
good. Thank
Yeah,
you.
yeah. It's a pleasure getting to. Yeah, I like. It is a pleasure to get to work with people that are good people, that are respectful, that treat me well,